Good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to another stream with me. I got my non done up hair today. This is just fresh. This is the all natural hair. Feels good. Feels soft. Doesn't feel quite right, but I just didn't feel like doing up the hair today. Just felt like raw dogging it, as one might say. I am running a tiny bit behind. Man, why is my audio like super loud? Let me check my... Did Windows change my audio settings? How does it sound to you guys? Because it is easily peaked. Okay, I turned it down a little bit, and that seems like it's making it not go nuts. Guys, Windows will just be like, you know what? Let's change your audio settings. Just for no reason. Without telling you. Let's just do that. So you love to see that. You love to see it. So I'm turning it down a little bit. But that's much better. It immediately was like peeking into the red. So yeah, I was running a little late because we ended up going out and getting food real quick. Unexpectedly, Holly was going to cook something, but she wasn't feeling well. So we went out, got food, came back. My parents' dog is here right now, and she ate into a garbage bag. So it was a little bit of a whirlwind. But I'm here. I have McDonald's Diet Coke. I gotta be real, guys. It tastes a little light today. Tastes a little bit light. Am I still clipping? Or are you just behind Scarlet Fox? Not Scarlet Fox, it's Scarlet Fought. It should be much better now. It looks good on my graph now. How's it? Holy shit. I knew so many people were going to want to come here to talk about the hack. And I want to be clear right at the beginning. I'm going to say this multiple times throughout the stream. I said this on Twitter. The main blowout of the hacking will be discussed on Sacred Symbols this Friday. And honestly, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I know now more. I know more now than I did when everything went down on Monday. But most of the information, I think, is available via Colin's Twitter. But I think it would be funny to tell you guys a little bit about that day. Not really a hack? No, not really a hack. That's true. I think we can call it a hack because somebody got into his account. But it's still a huge security vulnerability in the PSN. So if you're here, if you're one of the 114 people here thinking that I'm going to blow the lid off of everything right now, I'm not. That's being saved for Sacred. And expect a classic unhinged Colin Moriarty rant. Everyone knows and loves the unhinged Colin Moriarty rants. And I'll have a lot to say too. So, shout out to the hacker for the proper use of your. So let's talk about that a little bit. On Monday, if anybody goes back and watches the stream, so everyone knows that like I don't know if either you were there or you saw the video afterwards. We're sitting there. Colin goes quiet, and I'm like, "Are you good, dude?" And he got a bunch of emails, and that is what I believe in the hacker or whatever world was an email bomb. But what was funny is so we were streaming, or Colin was streaming Pragmata, and it was not on screen for the viewers, though. Man, I wish it was, but how could we have known? I had his PlayStation window up, streaming to me via Discord, and I saw it go offline. And I was like, oh no. Right after he said about that email bombing. So it was very interesting because, of course, it did all happen live. We were live. We were living in the moment. Let's see what you guys are saying here. I went to have dinner and came back confused by why Colin was gone. Yeah, I was ready to seize the moment to take over the stream. Mentally, the stream software, I don't think no one has ever streamed solo, and I have a solo window for Sacred Streaming, but I've never used it before, so it wasn't quite set up right. So one of the main interesting thing I wanted to tell you guys, and some of you already know this, I was running the stream probably for about 30 minutes after Colin had to go. And we were having a good time doing the super chats, joking around. It was a good time. And you can see towards the end of the stream, I go like this. And I was like, oh, I need to see if Colin has sent me anything. And I look at my phone. And that's when I noticed the message that is in the thumbnail. That's when the infamous "You're next" came up. And that's why I was like, okay, it's time for the stream to end. Mostly because I wanted to make sure, number one, that if I also got my account stolen, I was going to say hacked. We're not going to call it hack. If I got my account stolen, that I was ready in the moment for it. And if I wasn't, that I do anything I possibly can to try to protect myself from my account being stolen. And lo and behold, many people have followed up and asked, my account was not compromised at all. Was it attempted? I really don't know. It wasn't the first time something happened to me on stream like that. I think this was a while ago. Some moron came in my stream and was like, I know where you are. This is your IP address or whatever. And that really can freak you out. Was it actually my IP address, or was he just saying some random numbers? I don't know. But in that moment, it will freak you out. So getting a message that says "You're next" while you're live is like, a little scary. A little scary in the moment. So, Locke, I know where you are. This is your IP address. Locke, you might have been there for that. Do you remember that? I can't remember if that was on Twitch or I think it was on Twitch. I think. Someone earlier asked, sorry, I don't know where it was, but like, why aren't we calling it a hack? And this is going to be detailed extensively in the Sacred episode, I assume, but also I think Colin laid out and is what has been reported on by these other outlets, like, Kotaku had their article, Push Square, PlayStation Access, like all these places have had their articles now. The reason why it's not necessarily a hack is what we believe at the core of it is, I believe in the tech space, it's called social engineering. Now, normally social engineering is like you trick the user into doing something that compromises them, right? So like they send me an email that looks like it's from PlayStation and I click it, and then that gives them access or something, right? So that's not what happened. And that's not normally the case behind what we're seeing in terms of looking into more of these hacks. It appears, and again, this is what a lot of the articles are laying out, and in our own research and what we'll go over on Sacred and what Colin has said, is it appears there is a vulnerability in PlayStation support. So if you go and let's say this is there's a situation that you're not trying to get into someone else, like a non-nefarious situation is like, you don't have access to your email anymore and you don't have access to your PlayStation. So you go to PlayStation's tech support, you talk to them, and they will try to find other ways to figure it out to confirm your identity. And that's where it seems like things are getting fucky. So I will wait for Sacred to talk more about that, because I believe Colin has a lot more information. But that seems to be the issue. So what's scary about that, not only for Colin or for me or literally for everyone in this case, is that if someone wants to get into your account, they potentially, if they have some of the right information, can use PlayStation support, convince them to give them access to your account. They go in, they turn off two-factor, change the email, change the password, and you're out. There's a lot more to it than that, but I'm teasing you guys for the episode on Friday. Some people are saying it was an inside job, not sure about that. I'm not under the impression that I guess it's certainly possible, but I don't necessarily think that's the case. I don't think there's somebody at PlayStation that specifically had it out for Colin. There, to my understanding, this is a network of people doing this kind of thing. So I'm trying to figure out how much I want to say, not because it's secret information, but because I don't want to blow the Sacred on Friday. But I knew we'd talk a little bit about it right now, because I knew I couldn't do this stream tonight and not have everybody want to talk about it. So we can talk about it to a certain degree. What I will say is, some of you may remember there was a guy who, I believe he was like number 1 on PSN profiles for the leaderboard, who also had a very similar situation to this. He messaged you specifically, said you are next. It was 100% targeted. It was targeted. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it wasn't targeted from somebody like a Sony employee or something. That's very different. Maybe I wasn't clear. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was 100% targeted. But we're talking about the idea of it being an insider or targeted from the inside or something. The trophy guy never got his account back. Horrible. Yeah. So we've been doing a lot of research. I'm sure Colin, I actually haven't talked to Colin about the hack, and I talked to him, of course, on Monday. What was funny is the meme happened. The meme happens every once in a while. You guys remember, the Colin Moriarty wants to FaceTime you meme from the Discord. Colin Moriarty called me on the phone twice that day. And what's funny is, okay, so it wasn't FaceTime, but Colin Moriarty did call me. And that picture from the meme is what shows up when he goes to call me. That exact face. So, yeah, that made me laugh. The meme was real. I guess it was, like I said, it wasn't a FaceTime, but it was real. Before we continue, though, since we have 211 people here, which is way more than my normal, can you guys give me like 15, 20 seconds for the plugs? Hello, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching my stream, welcome. I'm sure there are new people here because they want to talk about the hacking stuff. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please consider doing so. It costs you nothing. It is free and it helps me out. Also, I have channel memberships available. It's mostly just a way to support my channel, but you do get access to the Frisk emotes. And last but not least, super chats are open. Again, not required, but I gotta try to sell it a little bit. You gotta let people know. So it's up to you. We're just here to hang out and chill. But that's it for the plugs. That's all the plugs I got. So we'll start with this super chat from Nerf to Ninja, who says, for safety purposes, $4.99. The $4.99, does that ensure me any level of safety? I don't know. I don't think so. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you, Nerf Ninja. And then Frostbite Slash says, Dusty, do you watch The Boys? If so, have you seen the final episode? As a fan that's been watching since day one, I was quite disappointed with it. I've seen like half of the first season. I thought it was interesting, but I didn't love it. And now that people are, not really liking the ending, I think I'm good. I think I'm good on The Boys, but I'm sorry you were disappointed with it. So, I know Locke likes it. Locke likes The Boys. Locke likes boys. Thank you for that super chat. Okay. What else we got going on here? TJ Smash had a meltdown on Twitter over the Alyssa Mercante interview, especially Colin calling him one of the stupidest persons in gaming. I didn't know that. I have not seen TJ Smash crashing out, but that is very funny if true. Very funny if true. I believe you. What else has been going on? I'm trying to think if there's any other stuff about the hack that we can lightly discuss. Oh, I guess some other things, just, I don't know, miscellaneous details. I did try to protect myself as much as possible after I received the message changing various security things, removing my payment systems from my PlayStation account. All of that was removed. It's still taken out for now. At some point I'll re-add it, but yeah, and I've been fine so far. No issues. So I wonder, like I was discussing with various people, like was it a bluff to freak me out? Were they actually trying to get into my account? I don't know. I really don't know. But nothing has happened. And the truth is, something still could happen. And if something happens with my account, I don't feel that worried about it. But obviously no one wants it to happen. I don't feel that worried if it does happen to me, because thankfully, and I think Colin said this, and I think it's true, is that we have the ear of Sony right now, that if something happens to me, I feel confident that we'll be able to get it back. And it's worth saying 100% that not everyone has that privilege, or whatever you want to call it, And so I think what's going to be important for Sacred Symbols this Friday is that, or just, I don't even want to say Sacred Symbols, is that we want to make sure that this is fixed. We want to make sure and be a voice for the people that still don't have their accounts or something. So I am feeling good about everything right now. We have another super chat from Jeffrey's mother. How's the weather there? I'm melting outside in CT. I'm assuming that's Connecticut, right? Weather's a little cooler today. It was really hot yesterday. I got my air conditioner installed, so I'm set, but weather is fine. I was going to mow my lawn this afternoon, but it was raining. So no lawn mowing. My lawn looks like shit right now, if we're being honest. Not like the worst ever, but it needs mowed. Did I ever get around to watching Ergo Proxy? Not yet. Not yet. I'm assuming I'll probably be able to watch that when I'm off for paternity leave. New State of Play announced. Yeah, we can talk about State of Play. What if the hacker was one of the listeners' wives who got divorced because of Sacred? I don't think so. I think we have a little bit of a small bit of an idea of who this person was. I was at Penhurst Asylum this weekend. I don't know where that is. Thoughts on Lego Batman? I have not played it. I was like interested in it because it does look fun. I just don't know if it's really worth me buying right now because I'm going to play 007. And so I just don't have time for it. And it's like, I'd rather not start it and not have enough time for it. And I'll be able to buy it for cheaper later. Am I silly for buying Alamo tickets for the State of Play, hoping Intergalactic is there? Dude, I think that's so cool. Some of you may have seen I have the cup from E3 in theaters in like 2018, somewhere around there. And if you have an Alamo Draft House around you to go to that event, it will be super fun. It'll be super fun. So I highly recommend, if you have the ability to go, to me, the fact that they're doing that in theaters feels like there's some level of importance to this. Like, this is going to be a bigger one. You should keep your expectations in check, as always with any State of Play, but I feel like it could be a bigger one. Do you ever eat a whole tub of ice cream? Whole tub, I'm 31, and I think it's not something I can do anymore. I've never eaten a whole tub of ice cream. That sounds dangerous. I looked at the replies to that whole Twitter thread, and someone showed that the hacker's account name was QQQ. Yeah, the thing about this is it is a whole network of accounts and things like that. So QQQ is just one name. It's not the person. Are you playing 007 on PlayStation or PC? More than likely PlayStation. I guess if it comes out and it runs horrible on PlayStation, then I'll probably pick it up on PC. But the plan right now is to play it on PS5 Professional. The professional PlayStation 5. We do have another super chat that's come in from MexiWolf. $10. Thank you. Appreciate that. Are you going to any of the Jimmy Eat World shows? Where does Bleed American rank on your favorite Jimmy Eat World albums? Unfortunately, I'm not going to any of them because none of them are close by, and it's just really unfortunate timing for that tour because our baby is going to be born right around when the closest one, which I want to say is Philadelphia. Philadelphia is not close, guys. So where does it rank in my favorite Jimmy Eat World albums? I've not really thought about my ranking of Jimmy Eat World albums other than Chase This Light is my number one. Bleed American is probably like, it's either 2 or 3. So, but yeah, I'm very jealous. I hope you're able to go to one of those shows on my behalf, please. Because it looks like it'd be awesome. PS5 Pro has the 60 FPS mode for 007. I don't trust a 60 FPS mode. 60 FPS mode does not mean good necessarily. Could be stinky in terms of resolution. Could be having its frame rate dip up and down, things like that. So, who knows? Man, do you guys hear this motorcycle in and out? It's so annoying. This time of year, guys, there's so many motorcycles around me. And I don't mind, like, no disrespect to people on motorcycles. God bless you. It's not something I would want to do. But some of them don't drive so good. Not all of them, but some of them. Stop drinking into the mic. When was the last time I drank anything? Like, that had to have been like 10 minutes ago. You're welcome. I just lost 100 viewers for that. The Ritual Network is comprised of Smash JT, Grums, Randy, and the guy from the San Diego live show. Could be. Does Frisk bark at the bikes? No, she's terrified. She is absolutely afraid of it. It's not the drinking, bruv. It's the gulping. There you go. I'll be more mindful, but I had to get that out. I'm sorry. Am I sorry? I don't know. Again? No. I can't do it again. At that point, I'm just being an actual dick. I have to be like a small dick? Small dick? What did I get at McDonald's? I got a quarter pounder because I had enough points saved up to get a free quarter pounder. And then I bought a medium fries. And I bought the large Coke because I'm like, I'm going to be streaming and I'm going to want to be sipping on something and have everyone yell at me for drinking it. So, but like I said earlier, it's a little light. It's not hitting like the Diet Coke normally does at McDonald's. It's a little disappointing. It's a little disappointing. They don't have that syrup dialed in quite right. Couple more super chats. Man, Awesome Tatum. Dustin, Lego Batman yet? I'm enjoying it so far. No, I've not played it yet. Probably not going to play it for a while. It's just too much. I'm 007 and 007 is going to be my priority starting next week. So I don't want to start anything new. It's fine. Nothing tops Shoes fidget toy he had going. Yeah, dude, that was crazy. I remember that. Why doesn't McDee's have Coke Zero? They do. I prefer Diet Coke to Coke Zero. Like all the time. Any day, I'm picking Diet Coke over Coke Zero. No disrespect to the Coke Zero people. Well, there is a little bit of disrespect to the Coke Zero people because Coke Zero people cannot comprehend anyone choosing Diet Coke over Coke Zero. Yours doesn't have Coke Zero? Okay, maybe they don't. I just assumed they did. No disrespect to the Coke Zero. Now, while we're on the subject of McDonald's, and then I have another super chat. Late last week, I was taking Holly somewhere, and it was in between lunch and dinner, and I was thirsty. So I was like, I'm going to try one of those new McDonald's drinks. Because they got like a new drink lineup. And I got the berry Sprite. And it was pretty good. It was very American, though. It was very American. It's like, we have Sprite. We're going to add more flavoring to it. And then we're going to top it off with coffee creamer. Or some kind of cream stuff. I'm like, is this really necessary? At the same time, it was delicious. It was very, very good. But I don't know if I'll drink another one. Because it's like, I'm 32 years old. I don't know if I can be drinking this shit. I mean, it's already bad enough that I'm drinking the DC, one might say. So, there is also the Dirty Dr. Pepper, which does sound very relevant to my interests. I love Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, great drink. Diet Dr. Pepper is also pretty good, but for some reason I just default to the Diet Coke. Okay, a couple more super chats. Nerf Ninja, what's the Pragmata Spoilercast lineup? So behind the scenes at Last Stand, we're a little bit mixed up at the moment because we were going to be doing the, what is it called? Saros Spoilercast. And because of all the craziness at the beginning of this week, that has been delayed. And so the Pragmata Spoilercast, while I can promise it will happen, I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. Colin posted a long update on Twitter. Just now? All right, let's read it together. Give me a second. We'll put it up on screen. We're covering it live. We'll do it live. While I get this up, we'll... and thank you, Nerf Ninja, for that. Mr. Marsona said, appreciate your love of Persona 3 Reload. Hell yeah, Persona 3 Reload rules. Absolutely rules. Now, give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 sec. Let's bring up my thing here. Let me zoom in. Sorry, this is being annoying. Of course. Okay, let's read Colin's tweet and we can react to it live. An update. I'm sorry I've been quiet, but I've spent the last couple of days learning as much as I can about PSN account theft, how long it's been happening, why people are being affected, and so on. I've likewise exchanged a ton of emails with and spoken extensively on the phone with multiple high-ranking people at Sony in different departments over a series of lengthy calls. I want to sincerely thank everyone for listening, asking questions, being thorough and thoughtful. I can't read, and doing everything they can to help. I owe them a lot, and it's through their efforts that I hope we will see action. On the next episode of Sacred Symbols, I will go deep into what we've learned, and because it's so important, we will make this episode free for all upon release this Friday. Whose idea was that? They call me the producer for a reason. The reality is, as far as we can tell, is that PSN is extremely vulnerable to so-called social engineering, using completely mundane information like what you'd find on a Walmart or Target receipt, if that, combined with nothing more than an email address, and using those details to hijack innocent people's accounts via call center customer service representatives. That's what I was saying earlier. This technique completely circumvents not only your password, but your two-factor authentication, etc. It happened to me, it's happened to many others, and will continue to happen unless fundamental changes are made. In addition to the people at Sony that have been so helpful, I want to thank people in my community with IT, InfoSec backgrounds who have stepped up in major ways, all without being asked. We've learned an enormous amount about the who, what, where, why, and so on, all because of these people volunteering their time and effort. I'm actually pleasantly shocked how good these folks are. We have been and will continue to be passing along everything we've learned and continue to learn to Sony in hopes that we can be useful in solving this major problem for the entirety of the PlayStation community. Ultimately, I have two goals. To help convince Sony that they need to make serious, immediate efforts to secure people's accounts on PlayStation Network. We are in this stage. And number two, to help reunify people with their stolen accounts. This is a big one, and my heart is so heavy for people who have lost access, sometimes for months or even years, through no fault of their own and with seemingly no recourse for them. It's simply not fair. More on the show. In the meantime, be well. There it is, folks. So some of this was the stuff that I was kind of alluding to, but then he just went and tweeted it. He just went and posted it. What's that meme? That, like, wasn't there like a Trump thing and some reporter that's like, he just went and posted it. Yeah. So, yeah, Colin's right. We have learned a lot. We have learned a lot in a lot of crazy ways over the last few days. And I'm very excited for Sacred Symbols on Friday, because there's some crazy shit, and Colin is right that I do believe Sony needs to make changes now. And the other thing too here, this is where I think we can read between the lines, and this is something I've not discussed with Colin. So who knows? Maybe I'll have a different take on Sacred this Friday, but the two goals: to help Sony convince Sony they need to make serious immediate efforts to secure people's accounts on PlayStation Network, and 2, to reunify people with their stolen accounts. So the point is, this has been happening for a while. And it had... The biggest question that I'm sure we're going to get into is, how much did Sony know? How much did Sony know? I don't know. But clearly it's happened. This sounds crazy, and I don't mean this like no one's happy that this happened, right? Let me transition back here. Okay. No one's happy that this has happened. But it couldn't have happened to a better person. Because Colin is the type of person that's able to make the change because of his influence, right? You gulped again. Dude, shut the fuck up. So yeah. Obviously, no one wanted this to happen to anybody, but it's very clear, as Colin outlined in the tweet, that this has been happening. 2 people that are still don't have access to the account, but they're not the host of the #1 PlayStation podcast. You know, so what are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? They can't do. Bro is so focused on your throat. Yeah, come on, guys. You're on the borderline of annoying me. Actually, no, you're not on the borderline. You are annoying me at this point. Sounds messed up to say, but this happening to Colin is good for the rest of us. Yeah. Yeah, like, I think that there is something great about taking the situation presented to you and using it for good, even if it is a bad one. Like, that's the best possible outcome. The best possible outcome is that, which partially has already happened, is that #1 Colin gets his account back. Colin gets his account back. There's nothing wrong with it. And this exposes something that has been an issue for a while that no one has had the voice to be able to do anything about. The last thing, regardless of how much Sony knew, and again, I think that's something Colin's going to have more insight on that I don't necessarily, is the last thing Sony wants right now is a scandal about security on the PlayStation Network. Colin tweeted an update 10 minutes ago. Yeah, you'll have to go back a little bit on the stream. You'll have to go back a little bit. But yeah, we just read it out. And that's what we're currently discussing. Hold on, is this good, guys? Is that good? Is that good? Was it confirmed that he was specifically targeted giving the message to you? Yes, absolutely. Colin was targeted. You know what? Let's see here. What can we do with this? Is it too mean to ban someone or mute them out for annoying me? I'm getting so annoyed, guys. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. I feel like we're getting a 7-hour episode of Sacred. I don't think that necessarily will be the case. I don't think people should be pumping this up as like this is going to be this is going to equate to a longer episode. It may, but I think it's just going to be going to have a very large chunk of it about that. And I assume we'll do it at the beginning. I don't know. It'll be formatted however Colin prefers. But as Colin confirmed that it'll be released for everybody on Friday. So whether you're a patron or not, you'll be able to listen. Which means I have to change our schedule around. I guess that means Summon Sign's going to come out early on YouTube. So. Chat is moving. I'm not used to my chat moving this fast. I'm not used to having this many people here. Is it safe to assume that customer service are being more strict on account recovery? So here's the thing. And this is something we'll get into on Sacred, but the problem is that if your account gets recovered, the hackers have a way of getting revenge on you that makes it. Colin mentioned in that tweet the people that have not had their account for months or even years, and that's part of the problem. That's a big part of the problem. Is that, yeah. I don't want to blow it. I also don't really know what Colin's going to say or all the stuff he's going to go over. I think we both have things that we don't know about that we want to say that hasn't happened. Obviously, this majorly happened to Colin, but I've also been looking into this quite a bit over the last few days with a little help from people as well. Do you think we can unite the clan to get Greg on for comment as well? I don't think so. I mean, that would be cool, but I don't think so, and I don't think it's necessary. But if I don't know. I have no idea. Colin getting targeted is kind of a good thing because it brings the security exploits to Sony's attention so they can fix it. Right. And that's the question is it being brought to their attention or is it too big to ignore? I don't know. Let's do a couple of these super chats, guys. From Daniel McGee, Dustin, can I get some anime recommendations? Trying to get into anime, but literally have only seen Ghibli films considering Attack on Titan for my first series. Attack on Titan is a great place to start. Death Note is a great place to start. My personal fave, I don't know if it's a great place to start, but if you care about what I like, Neon Genesis Evangelion is a great one, and it's low commitment. But yeah, definitely Attack on Titan is good. I think that the beginning of Attack on Titan, Eren is an incredibly annoying character on purpose, and it was really off-putting the first time I tried to watch it. So, yeah. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist is just long, guys. Though I don't know which is longer, Full Metal Alchemist or Attack on Titan fully. Evangelion is a wild first anime recommendation. That's why I said I didn't think it was necessarily a good one. I was saying if you cared about my personal tastes, then that would be the one. So yeah, Attack on Titan, Death Note. Death Note, I feel like is the easiest for people to get into. Figuratively literal says biggest prediction for the state of play. Hoping there's a big surprise one that hasn't been exposed by leaks. I think you're going to see Intergalactic. Also, it's worth saying I have zero insider information about this. I almost never do. In a few occasions in my life have I known anything. In this case, I really don't know anything, so don't go posting this on Gaming Leaks and Rumors. I think you will see Intergalactic. I was wondering today if this is an opportunity for Grand Theft Auto. Maybe, if it's true that marketing is going to be done in collaboration with Sony, that maybe we'll get a Grand Theft Auto thing before it, but then we'll get the Grand Theft Auto PS5 Pro bundle. Maybe. Judas, perhaps? Judas would be cool, but I don't know. I feel like if we don't hear about Judas very soon, then I don't know what's going on. Ken Levine was just interviewed on IGN, so maybe there's a little rumbling of something. So yeah, I mean, there's the obvious ones, of course, like Wolverine, Lock It In will be there. Um, Marathon Season 2. Actually, Marathon Season 2 already comes out that day. Absolutely no, GTA will not be there. I think it's possible. I think GTA being there is definitely possible. Lord of Ring Golem 2. Destiny 3 reveal. Kojima was editing another trailer recently. I doubt there would be an OD PlayStation trailer since it's an Xbox project, but the tagline is for all players and screamers. For all screamers and creamers. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like for the health of Marathon, there should be some small thing that's like Season 2 starts now, starts today. Highlight some, throw Marathon a bone, please. Please. So yeah, I'm not sure. Final Fantasy VII Reclaim. That would be cool. I wouldn't be surprised if we get something on Final Fantasy soon because they keep yapping about that game. We need it to actually happen. I have 40 text messages from my family group chat. Enough. They're just yapping about random stuff. Nerf Ninja has the next super chat, and thank you, figuratively literal. Nerf Ninja says, do it live tomorrow. I don't know I can't remember what this is in reference to. Oh, do Sacred Symbols live? Nah. There's too much production work and stuff going on behind the scenes that it would require a lot of stuff before to get that figured out. But thank you, Nerf Ninja. And Slayer Giant, LSM will now be a major agent of positive change. I mean, that's the hope. That's certainly the hope that with this kind of situation, there can be some kind of major change. You know, put the fire under them. Certainly. Bets for Sacred Symbols? Potentially, but maybe we'll do bets before the stream of some kind. Though I'm still waiting for 2 bets ago to be fulfilled. I'm waiting for my story written about me. And that's never happened. So whose fault is that? The only person that's not to blame is me. Because I'm not the one who needs to fulfill the bet. Do you blame Colin and Chris? Maybe at some point we start to blame the bet master, Bradley Ellis. Everyone says Brad cares so much. Everyone says that Brad is the only one that cares about LSM. Why doesn't he care enough to make sure the bets are fulfilled? Think about that one, boys. I've spoken. Thank you, Slayer Giant. Thank you for that. Thank you for those super chats. You can't blame Brad. He cares so much about LSM more than you. I mean, does he? Does he, Nilbogmark? Brad is secretly a villain? Blame everything on Brad? I mean, something to think about. Brad cares, but no mention of the hack on punching up. Brad's behind it, confirmed. That could be true. That certainly could be true. Who had the free episode idea? Come on, man. Come on. Who thought about the free episode idea? Oh, okay. You followed up. Dustin cares more. That's right. That's right. His bets kind of suck. No. We're not taking action or aim at Brad's bets. I like Brad's bets, even if some of them are a little crazy. Can I get an audio version of this stream? Yes, but it will be exclusively the gulps. from this McDonald's Diet Coke and the drinking. Stop beefing with Brad. I ship Bustin'. Bustin'? Brad needs to go more wild with the bets. Listen, no one can seemingly fulfill the non-wild bets. Why do we think that they would fulfill a wild bet? Pretty sus to throw everyone under the bus. Dustin the hacker confirmed. Well, that's what I was saying on the stream Monday, is how convenient it was for me. I was able to take over Sacred Streaming, do a little self-promotion, say, hey, come out, check out my stream Wednesday. This is exactly like that. And apparently it worked. There's more people here than ever. But a lot of people, I mean, my thumbnail, I think a lot of people tuned in to talk about a little bit of hacking. We like to do a little hacking. Dustin was too calm based on his body language and my expert observation on body language. Yeah. Yep. Who is that guy? Like, I've seen that guy, but I don't know anything about him. The body language expert on Colin. Who is that guy? I think he might scare me, if I'm being honest. The email comments you made were funny. Yeah. Wait, there was another one here that your cat meme still has me raffle. The cat meme, that's all I really had to add to this at the time. The banana guy, yes. He's a clown, rage baiter, grifter. He used to be on a podcast I would listen to sometimes, Clown Certified. Okay. Interesting. I don't know who this guy is, really. I think I've seen him floating around a little bit, but I don't know his shtick. I am kind of curious now. I want to look, you guys were saying TJ Smash was mad about the Alyssa interview. Let's look. Wait. Colin Moriarty. Okay, hold on. I'll bring this up on screen. I'll bring this up on screen because I just want to see. Colin Moriarty is beyond just a simple douchebag. Miss me with the supposed impartial conversation with Alyssa Mercante and trying to make her look like an innocent sweetheart after all she's done. Let's compare the hard-hitting interview with Alyssa against how he handled chatting with me when I had him on. You are disingenuous, lying piece of shit, Colin. Get bent. I think he's mad, guys. I think he's mad. Colin calling me one of the stupidest people in the industry. And that I've got something missing to someone suing me. Oh no. Oh no. Did he like clip out the whole episode? Okay, no. Okay, so this one's 43 seconds. This one's 54. This one is a 5-minute, 15-second clip. Bro, no one's watching that. We're not watching that, bro. I mean, they'll watch the episode, but we're not going to watch your clip. Dudes posting their L's. I don't know, guys. I needed to see that. That's certainly something. That's certainly something. DMCA? I mean, technically we could. We're not going to. Do you guys remember that a few years ago where there was some guy posting clips from Sacred Symbols and one of them was like 25 minutes long? Smash JT is a member of the Patreon confirmed. No, we released it publicly today. So I'm dude, surely he's also done a YouTube video. But yeah, a while back, like a few years ago, someone was using our clips in the console wars on Twitter. Seemed so quaint back then compared to now. And he like posted like a 25-minute version of our clip, and I was like, bro, what are you doing? If you like, you know, I'm not going to get mad over a 30-second or even a 1-minute clip, but if you're posting like a double-digit percentile amount of the episode on Twitter and borderline using it as your content, I don't think so. And that guy got real butthurt about it after I yelled at him. Which even then we weren't going to like DMCA or have him take it down. I just called him out for it. I got to turn on my air conditioner. See that? I have a remote for the air conditioner. Pretty nice. So did Colin speak to Greg? I really don't know. I mean, you know as much as me in terms of the tweet. Colin and I had 2 brief phone calls where he updated me on some stuff the day of, but I didn't ask him specifically about that. That'll all be on Sacred Symbols on Friday. To be frank, your episodes are 6 hours long nowadays. Not regularly. On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried were you? I will put my worry level at about... It depends on when. The moment it happened, we'll say the worry level was like 6. After I went and did stuff to secure myself, even though if it might not have done anything, I did feel a little better. So like a 4. Now my worry level is like a 2. Dude, Jacob Martin, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go, Jacob Martin. How do I do this? You can ask for forgiveness now. I'm giving you a chance. Okay, he said he'll stop. He said he'll stop. I was about to pull the trigger. I'm like, you know what? No. Take it easy. Take it easy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Thoughts on Colin almost ending your job when you have a baby on the way? Kind of messed up. No, I don't think he was being serious. I wasn't worried about not having a job. Geez, chat's moving so fast. I can't unclick these. I guess you guys can probably hear my air conditioner a little bit right now. Let me turn down the fan on it. There we go. Has Colin's push made a difference at Sony yet? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know really what else I have to say before we all talk on Friday on Sacred Symbols. Okay, on a serious note about the job thing, guys. I do think that if Colin had lost his trophies, it would have a severe impact on our business. Do I think I would have been out of a job? No. So, there you go. What did I get at McDonald's? Double quarter pounder. Not a double, single quarter pounder. What's my favorite game of all time? I don't know. Take his coat. Don't let him have his coat. Take his coat. Was Jim Ryan the person Colin talked to? So, okay, guys. Someone earlier mentioned the cat meme, the cat with the crying with the target over its face. That was not my first option for the meme. The meme I wanted to do, people would have not been able to take the joke. Has anyone seen the clip of the guy in his car and he's being surrounded by police and he's like, President Trump, save me, President Trump, save me. I wanted to post that, but I could already see the people that are like, oh, see, Dustin, he's a Trump guy. Dustin is blah, 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 all this stuff. And I'm like, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for the people who can't take the joke. Trump, save me, President Trump, save me. Trump, if you're listening, please save me. And then he starts crying. Save me, Jim Ryan. Please save me. Save me, Jim Ryan. We do have another super chat from Nerd Ninja. Odds this will be the top viewed episode Friday. I don't know. Let me look. What is the top viewed episodes on Last Stand? I guess I could just do this. Hold on. YouTube.com/laststandmedia. Oh yeah, that's not our name on YouTube because some fucker stole it. Okay, the most popular episode of Sacred Symbols is Hunting the Hunter, Sacred Symbols episode 158 at 171,000 views. I don't think it's going to happen. How do I join your secret Discord? I only have two Discords. I have the one for this channel. And then I have my private one, which is literally just exists for the boys to play games in. But I know the joke you're making. So the Hunting the Hunter episode of Sacred Symbols, why does it have so many views? I believe that was a YouTube algorithm anomaly. There was a thing for a while where really like certain content would get caught in the algorithm and it would show up. The theory was that the video would start playing. It would get recommended to people when their YouTube was just running, particularly when they were sleeping. And that's my theory, is that video somehow got fed into that. Because there's no reason in particular why that episode has that many views. I think that's also the same for the second highest Sacred Symbols episode, which is 197, Remedying the Pain. Here's a public Discord for this channel. Yes, I don't know where the link is. Someone please post the link. I should post it in the link of the stream, but I didn't. What is the most naturally high episode of Sacred Symbols? There's a bunch of Sacred Symbols Plus episodes that got really high views. The Pixel Opus shutdown had 89K. Huh. I don't really know. Gene's tweet? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm sad that Gene was straight up like, I don't want to talk about games on any podcasts. I think I did see that. I mean, if that's what he feels like he needs to do, that's totally fine. You know, it's not like, different people need to take different paths in life. So if he doesn't want to do that anymore, then, I still love him. He's still my good friend, but if he doesn't want to do gaming podcasts anymore, I get it. You have 100 more people than Jaffe gets on most of his streams. How many people is that? 308. Nice. I don't think there's any reason to feel betrayed by Gene. In fact, I think you should respect it. Respect what people need to do in life. Now, if Gene said something like, I always hated it, and those fucking retards that listen or something, then I can understand. I could understand maybe feeling a little betrayed, but feeling like you need to make a change, sometimes you got to do it. Let's see. Another super chat from etc2123. Weird question, but I live in Pennsylvania too. What would you consider a decent or good income in PA? PA, it's such a vastly big state. Like, a good income in Butler City versus south of Butler in Cranberry, vastly different what a good, decent income would be. So I don't really have a good answer for that. And also, the economic times are changing so drastically, and what your situation is. Like, I got a house. I bought my house from my parents, and they gave me a good deal, but not like the craziest deal ever. I'm going to be paying off this house for, if I paid the minimum payments, it's going to be decades I'll be paying off this house. So I didn't get a free ride or anything on this house. I got a good deal. But I've looked at buying new houses now, and it's like the housing market is totally different now. So I don't know. I can't help you there, bud. But thank you for the super chat. I am Sheddy. I really enjoyed the customizable difficulty in Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Do you know of any other games with similar options? I feel like this is becoming more common with like variable or customizable difficulty. Nothing comes to the top of my head right now, but Dragon Quest did do a good job with it. I definitely turned it on. I made it. There was points where I needed to grind, and it's like, okay, well, I'll bump up my experience a little bit, and then bump yourself up a little bit, and then turn it back down. I like that. I wouldn't want that for every game, but I do think it's cool. So thank you guys for those super chats. Housing market is nuts. I make what's considered a high salary job, and my peers can't even get approved for a mortgage that can buy anything within our city. Yeah. Basically, if I wanted to buy a house that was like an upgrade, I would need to spend so much more money now. And it is annoying. Like, well, I don't know. Everything's fucked up. Everything's fucked up. Was Persona Live a bit of a letdown with no P4 music? It has some of the best tunes. Yes. P4 is my favorite soundtrack of the Persona games. So no P4 was very, very disappointing, but I still had a great time. Is it a big house? No. It's not a small house, but it's there's 3 rooms downstairs, 3 rooms upstairs. So there's a kitchen, a living room, and then another room that Holly has her music stuff. Upstairs, there's this room, there's my bedroom, and there's what's going to be the baby's room and a small bathroom. 1 bathroom. So it's perfectly good for like the size that Holly and I need. And even with 1 or 2 kids, it'll be fine. But I would like to... my dream is to move somewhere that I have a basement. I would like to have a basement. Or at least I want to have a house that I could have a dedicated gamer zone. I mean, this already is kind of a dedicated gamer zone, but it's like I don't have my collection up here. So my mom is in the hospital in very serious condition, watching this stream to cheer myself up. Thanks, Dustin. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That's no fun. Being in hospitals sucks. I've been there. I've done that. Not for my mom, but for, situations that you guys know about. It's not fun. So I'm happy I can be here for you. Hanging out. No bathroom downstairs? Nope. No bathroom downstairs. Just 1 bathroom in the upstairs. Wait, this is important. I was in Pittsburgh last week for work for the first time and asked for a local beer. I was handed an Icy Light, and man, it was bad, but like in a good way. So yeah, Iron City. Iron City and Iron City Light, not great. But I agree with you. It's bad, but in a good way. Now, what you needed to do next time you're back in Pittsburgh, you got to get the Icy Light Mango. Icy Light Mango, ooh, God bless it. 95 calories a can. It's great. Is it good? Is it a good beer? Not necessarily. It's way better than Icy Light plain. Icy Light Mango, guys, believe me. Icy Light Mango is for the boys all year round, but particularly in the summertime, it's awesome. What do you think about the Kingdom Come devs making a new game for the Lord of the Rings? I think that sounds great. I'm interested, but I want to know more. Mangs. Dude! JD. Mangs. God bless the Mang. It's for the boys. Though my mom likes Icy Light Mang. What if you need to take a shit so bad that you can't do the stairs? Thankfully, that's never happened to me. But that would be a problem. That would be a problem. Is any beer good? I say no. No, certainly not any beer is good. The last beer I had that I truly thought was terrible was Busch Light. Someone gave me a Busch Light. Someone I really like and respect. They may even be watching. Or maybe he drinks Busch Light and I tried Brandon's. And I was like, oh no. Lockmort just tweeted? What happened to Lockmort? This better be important, Nerf Ninja. Oh. Lockmort posted his video. The classic. That's great. No downstairs bathroom is odd for that kind of house layout. It's because my house is so old. When they built the house, it didn't have a bathroom in it, I don't think. That's how old the house is. The house originally was the front two rooms, the stairs, and my room and the bedroom. And the kitchen and the baby's room are technically, and the bathroom upstairs is an addition to the house. Just one bathroom, no master bath, no. No. Just one bathroom. It sucked growing up. You know, like you need to use the bathroom, your dad's taking a huge dump, and you're waiting, and then you finally get to use the bathroom and it smells bad. You're like, you need, everyone needs to take turns with doing showers and stuff. It's not really that hard. No, it's not really that hard. And to be clear, I'm very thankful because I'll take that any day over living in an apartment. Guinness is a great beer. I love it. Guinness is great. I love Guinness. It's not like Guinness is not an amazing, like, wow, this is the best stout ever. But you can always get at Guinness places and it's always good. It's reliable. Man, my allergies are acting up, guys. Do you guys have ever been here before? My nose gets really itchy. The outside of my nose. Why? Ugh. It's only going to get worse because I did that. Ice House? I've not heard of Ice House. Someone sent me a tweet a few weeks ago that Hell or High Watermelon is appearing back in stores. Has anyone seen Hell or High Watermelon out and about after they closed 21st Amendment? It has now been reopened. Well, not really reopened, but a new brewer is taking over the beer. Dunk your nose in some ice water? I mean, that might help. Maybe I can. Just on the outside. Honestly, that kind of did help a little bit. Kirin Ichiban. I wasn't going to say Kirin Ichiban because everyone makes fun of me when I talk about Japanese beers. But Kirin Ichiban. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so crisp. It's so refreshing. Dark beer is really the only beer I enjoy drinking. If I'm drinking something else, I'm just trying to get drunk. I love dark beers. I love stouts. Um, that's probably my preferred, like, if I'm drinking beer for taste, certainly. Dustin, it's my birthday. Can I get a high? Turning 29 years young today. Hello, teamwork sucks. Happy birthday. 29 years young. In 1 year, you'll be 30. And it's all downhill. I'm just kidding. I was just thinking, this year I turned 33, guys. And you know what that means? It's time for my gommage. I will be departing in a puff of flower petals. And that'll be it. That'll be the end of me. Expedition 33. Will I be on the expedition? Maybe. Where is Persona 4 Remake and PlayStation 6? Persona 6. I really don't need P4R, but at least it's something. I would expect that you're going to see Persona 4 Reload at the Xbox event this year. That's my guess. Hello? Micah liked my tweet. Thank you, Micah. Expedition 33 was the best 8 out of 10 I've ever played. I got the common opinion on Expedition 33, guys. I got the common opinion. I'm sorry. 10 out of 10. Expedition 33, 10 out of 10. Masterpiece game. Dustin, I work in IT. How did you manage all the stress of everyone trying to make you work more without pay? They all are so needy. How do I manage the stress of everyone trying to make me work more without pay? I don't really know what you mean. I'm on salary, and I'm pleased with my salary. Though, don't say that in case Colin's listening, guys. I need more money. I need more money. I need it soon. A Punisher game? I don't know anything about Punisher. Yeah, Xbox has marketing rights for Persona for whatever reason. Yeah, they did that before. Honestly, it's probably a smart move. Atlas can make the bag, and they're still going to sell most of their copies on PlayStation. They'll be fine. Xbox gamers aren't going to buy that. I mean, some of them will. But my Coke is almost gone, guys. It's running low. Look at how it looks like tea practically now. That's how watered down this shit is. Wait, is the thumbnail real? Like, did the hacker send you that message? Yes, the thumbnail's real. That's the actual notification that I got on my phone and screenshotted. That is 100% real. So, it was a little scary. Guys, I'm telling you, go back to the sacred stream on Monday. You can see the moment when I see it. Because I like break what I'm saying for a second, and then I'm like, oh, time to wrap up. What do I think about the QQQ guy? The QQQ guy is not the mastermind. The QQQ guy is just one of the many accounts owned by the hacker, who I think we have a little bit of an idea on. Dustin, did you watch Dan to Dan? I watched all of season 1, and then I fell off of season 2, and I read a lot of the manga. Gotta be honest, Colin is probably the funniest person it could happen to. I don't know if it's the funniest. I guess the most impactful? Certainly. Guys, my nose is so itchy. Why does this happen to me on stream? Is there something about the microphone? Why? Why does this happen to me? Dustin, you should make it a tradition to stream until your McD's large Coke runs out. I don't want to get McDonald's every Wednesday before I stream, though. Is Smash JT organizing these hacks? No. No. I don't think so. Since you said serious question, that's a serious answer. The serious answer is no. It is finished. Ugh. Need more sugar boogers? It's not in my nose. It's the outside of my nose. Explain that. Who's an allergist? We got 300 people here. Maybe somebody works in allergies. Why is the outside of my nose getting itchy? Go to Burger King for Whopper Wednesday? I've never had a Whopper. What was the McDonald's order tonight? Quarter pounder for free via the McDonald's app. A medium fry. A large Diet Coke. Ugh. Will you play Wolverine since you aren't the biggest Marvel fan? Did you like the Spider-Man games? I did like the Spider-Man games a lot. The first one is, from a story perspective and just overall feeling, maybe not gameplay, is better. The second one is a little cringy, but I did like both of them. Not enough to feel like I ever need to play them again. But I will play Wolverine. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. I'm not like, oh my goodness, I need to play Wolverine. But I think it'll be good. BK fries better than McDonald's? No way, dude. No. Unbelievable statement. I feel like anytime I get Burger King fries, they're like lukewarm. What's up with that? McDonald's fries come out, they are boiling. If I tell you more about how I like burgers, you're going to make fun of me and you're going to call me a child because I take off most of the toppings of a burger. Do you guys want to know what the perfect burger is for me? The perfect burger is the burger, obviously, barbecue sauce, bacon, and the crispy onion straws, and cheese, of course. If your nose is getting itchy, it could be dry skin or irritation due to the rubbing such as brought on by the allergies moisture. That's what my girlfriend would tell me to do. So what am I supposed to do, guys? Ugh. It is like allergy season just like kicked into full gear for me. Super happy for you and Holly, sir. Approximately how many weeks away? Guys, very fucking soon. Middle of June. We actually have a date of when the C-section will be, but I have not said it publicly. I haven't decided if I'm going to say it publicly. Middle of June. Why not get the rodeo burger at Burger King? I went to Burger King like within the last month and I got a burger that had like crispy jalapenos on it. It's like some special Whopper. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Dustin, my wife and I are scheduled to be induced next week. Nice. Buckle up. Buckle up. Best of luck to you. Lines of cocaine is the only remedy. I gotta be honest, guys. I've never even seen cocaine in real life. I've never seen it in person. Never been around it. I've never been at a party where someone has it or anything like that, ever. Been a while since I've eaten the rodeo burger. I still want to leave that nostalgia zone. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look up this Burger King Whopper that I'm talking about. Burger King Whopper. Is it called like Your Way? I can't find it. It doesn't matter. We're talking about Burger King, guys. Texas Double Whopper, maybe that's it. Did you use a new cream, soap, or ointment on your nose? No. I use in the shower some kind of face wash, but it doesn't usually make my nose itchy. Yo, Gene, what's up? Gene and Max showing up at the same time. What's up, guys? We're talking about Whoppers and my nose being itchy. It's been very invigorating around here. Wendy's in my town just closed, hoping for a Culver's or a Panda Express taking its place. First of all, Wendy's has gone mega downhill. Last time I had Wendy's was probably I don't know, 6 months ago. And every time before that, it just got continually worse. I missed it, so you weren't compromised at all? So far, no. So far, I'm safe. I'm dodging bullets. I'm like Neo. I unfriended you on PlayStation. Don't take it personally. It's okay. It's all good. I am safe. Currently. Nerf Ninja 199 Super Chat says, for the BK drink next stream. No. Burger King, anytime I eat Burger King, it makes me thirsty. It's so salty. I feel like it's way saltier than McDonald's. Wendy's has fallen off. Yeah, dude. Wendy's hardcore fallen off. Shit sucks. Now, someone brought up they hope that their Wendy's gets replaced with a Panda Express. I don't know if this is an unpopular take. Let me know, guys. I think Panda Express is gas. I think that shit's good. I'll gladly eat Panda Express any day. I don't have one here in Butler. But the times that I've had it, I'm like, damn, it's good. The orange chicken? The basic white guy order? Good. Burger King might have my favorite fries of any fast food, but I can't stand anything else they make for some reason. That's fair. Someone earlier said that Burger King had the best fries and I laid into them, and then Max is like, I prefer those. I'm like, that's fair. Gene sacrificing his friendship with Dustin to save his account as a top 5 anime betrayal. Listen, it's just a PlayStation friend account. It's not a real life friend account. Panda Express is good. Yeah. Now, as much of it is a meme that Micah mentions this all the time, I've been thinking a lot about Cheesecake Factory recently. I would like to go to Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory also lit. Panda did invent orange chicken? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Panda Express, they have one at Cedar Point. And I like eating there when I'm at Cedar Point. Go ride some roller coasters. Load up with a shit ton of sodium. It's good. Never been to a Cheesecake Factory. I hear the menu is crazy. Yeah, I haven't been to one for probably, I don't know, 5 years or more. We went to Cheesecake Factory, I think during PSX. Me and Ben and Brandon. And what's funny is now that you mention, I think I got orange chicken at Cheesecake Factory, and it was very good. It was very good. MSG. Listen, guys, I'm a believer in MSG. There's nothing wrong with MSG. The anti-MSG sentiment was born out of racism. That actually is kind of true. There's nothing wrong with MSG. I'm a health expert. I'm telling you. Listen to my advice here. Best part of moving to the US recently is the Cheesecake Factory. Dead serious. Max, I didn't know you didn't live in the US before. That's fair. I did not know that. MSG is good? Yes. I have MSG at home. We sometimes add it to stuff. The problem too is that, guys, Butler's is this a shock to anyone? Butler's Chinese food options, not very good. Oh, you're Canadian. You know what? I think I did know that. But clearly I didn't remember it. Well, welcome to the United States. What's the best non-fast food burger you've had? This is extremely biased, what I'm about to say. I think the best burger I've ever had is right down the road from me at a little place on Main Street in Butler called the Chop Shop. If you're ever in Pittsburgh, make the drive down here to Main Street. You can go to Main Level Games, go to the Chop Shop, get yourself a delicious burger or a wrap or any of the main things that they have there. They're so good that when I travel, I try to find burgers that beat it, and it never happens. I'm always a little bit disappointed. No authentic Chinese food in Butler, PA? No. But we do have authentic Thai food. Legit. The lady that works there is very nice. But it's very expensive. It's so expensive to go to the Thai food restaurant. I had Chop Shop when I was in Butler. Hell yeah, bro. Dustin, do a vlog of Chop Shop? I don't like vlogging, guys. I feel weird filming myself in public. Do I have a bite on my nose? I do have this little red mark that showed up last night, but I don't think it's a bite. I really don't. Wait, steal Dustin's car, go to the Chop Shop? I would prefer people not steal my car. Go live at the Chop Shop? No. No vlogging. The boy who lived at Dustin. Hopefully they don't get you when the dust settles. Guys, I've been listening to the Half-Blood Prince audiobook. It's very good. Not Half-Blood Prince. What am I saying? Deathly Hallows. I've been going crazy listening to Deathly Hallows, and it's been so good. You went to Japan recently, right? Hoping to go there later this year. Any recommendations for places to go? Max, I will send you my guide to Japan. I have a document because people ask me this often, so I just made up a document with all my recommendations. So I have to remember to send that to you. Or reach out to me, and I will happily send you my my guide. Harry Potter full cast series is fantastic. I'm on Goblet of Fire right now. Yeah, I've listened to all of them. I've listened to all of them so far, and they were really, really good. Dustin's practically Japanese at this point. I spent 20 days in Japan, guys. Approximately 20 days. Have you played any marathon recently? They've added new shit to perimeter and enemies. I played a little bit last night. I was on Pork Poncho's stream with Brad. We were just playing, checking out. There's like the new enemy in Dire Marsh that's really cool. Yeah, it seems cool. I'm taking it easier on Marathon right now, just because I did compiler, and I was just going too crazy on Marathon. I need to step back. I need to focus on Mina the Hollower, guys. Hopefully I can beat it. But I will have a video about it, whether I beat it or not. Will LSM ever make Tommy was the sniper merch? I don't know. It seems a little bit too niche of a joke. Shout out Daddy T. Yeah. Merch idea. Your next stickers? Dude. I gotta message Micah that. I gotta message Micah. I'm gonna message her right now. Okay. Idea from my chat. Your next stickers of the notification I got. That's actually a great idea. Sorry, Nerf Ninja, there's no royalties on that. No royalties. We will send you one for free though. We'll set Nerf Ninja if we make it, we'll make sure you get one for free. Man, we should capitalize on that as soon as possible. Now, okay, here's a question for you guys. Should it be the exact photo, or should I recreate it so it looks a little cleaner? Because, like, the notification has my Frisk background, you know? And it might not be high enough res. But it probably would be for a nice little sticker. I feel like it being the exact screenshot is kind of the move. Like, that's what I'm leaning towards. Make it look cleaner. It has to be the exact photo. I'm getting conflicting reports here. It makes it more of a shitpost sticker. Yeah. I kind of like the shitpost version of it. Exact screenshot for sure. You could edit to make it cleaner though. Well, yeah, I would cut it out so it's like the notification rounded rectangle. But it would be the exact same thing on the inside. Colin's avatar is Mega Man though. Can you sell that? I mean, we did an Xbox logo with Maddie's face on it. Okay, well, I'll workshop this a little bit with Micah. I've already messaged Micah. She has not messaged me back, but we'll think about this. Bumper sticker sized? I don't think we can pull that off with the resolution. I'm thinking one that's like this big. It's a good idea. It's a very good idea. A shirt I don't think would work. A sticker? Colin is calling face instead. That would actually be a funny sticker as well. Colin would like to FaceTime. Yo, Jimmy, what's up, dude? I do feel like the thumbnails for defining Duke could be better in comparison to Sacred Symbols. Take that up. I mean, I think they're good. I make them, so maybe I'm biased, but Maddie tells me exactly what he wants for those. So I just make whatever Maddie tells me to make. What about a hat? I don't know how to make hats. Will Hahn, what's up, dude? Were you a fan of the Batman and did you see part two is finally filming? I liked it. Wasn't like in love with it. But I will see a part two. The shirt, yeah, the shirt would need to be recreation, but let's not. The sticker is something that we can do quickly and cheaply and just do it in the moment, you know? Whereas a shirt requires a lot more capital. I'll try to make it happen. We'll see, though. We shall see. All right, guys. It's been an hour 43. Defining Duke has just showed up like 10 or 15 minutes ago, so I can edit that. I think it's time to wrap this stream up. Wrap it up, boys. This has been a fun one. Thank you, guys. How many people are still here after all this time? 246, so we lost about 50 people. That's okay. But this was awesome. This was great. As always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. Thank you guys for hanging out, chatting, for super chats, all that good stuff. I very much appreciate it. We do this every Wednesday. So if you want to come back next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be here. And of course, look forward to Friday for the Sacred Symbols Blowout episode on The Hack. It'll be free for all, as confirmed by Colin. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So until then, we'll see you guys later. Goodbye.